love you, Macy. I'm gonna miss you. Hey! You other dog. Cinnamon. You be good too, okay? Hi everyone and welcome. So on this video, I'm going to show you what my experience was like going out of the Philippines or going overseas for the first time. And what made it nerve-wracking is that I decided to do it alone or that I decided to do it solo. Let me just share that initially I only booked flights to Malaysia, but then since I already have family or relatives in Singapore and Malaysia and Singapore are neighboring countries, I decided to book flights there as well. My life could have been easier, but then I couldn't cancel my flights to Malaysia. It's still going to charge me, or I'm not going to get a refund through AirAsia. So I just booked different flights, and it made things very complicated because I had to go through immigration twice. They're going to treat me as someone who's going to enter Malaysia and someone who's gonna enter Singapore. If it's connecting flights, what they'll do is just check me in for Singapore, but that didn't happen. So yeah, everything was a little bit more complicated than it should be, but I still have no regrets because I was able to find out the requirements for each country upon entry. So Malaysia and Singapore. For this single video, it's solely just about my airport hopping experience because I had to enter 3 different airports. So the first one is of course my point of origin, which is the Philippines, or NAIA because I'm coming from Manila. So Manila International Airport or Ninoy Aquino International Airport. And the second one was the airport in Malaysia, which is KL International Airport or Kuala Lumpur International Airport. And then of course the third and the last or the final one is Changi Airport, which is the international airport in Singapore. I'm also going to show you the documents that you need to secure to help you with immigration, and of course some of the things that you need to have to make your life easier during your stay in Singapore and in Malaysia. And of course, I'm also going to be sharing the things that I didn't know that I only found out once I was at the airport or in that situation. Upon entering Manila International Airport, I immediately went to the counter because I have check-in luggage. But I did not know that you're supposed to pay for a travel tax. So I left my luggage in the counter.
Took here, domestic. Not domestic, I know.
So I had to look for it, which is at the far end of the airport.
Excuse me, travel tax po. Travel tax.
Dulo kanan.
Dulo kanan. Oh my God, where is kanan? Dulo. Okay.
So for the first counter, you give them your passport. Price of the travel tax is 1,620. They accept cash and debit or credit card. And after paying it, of course, have to walk back to the counter just to claim my flight ticket or a boarding pass.
Okay. Miss, after po ito immigration, ano pong gagawin? Boarding area na po. Ma'am, nakapag-fill out na? Hindi pa po. Fill out muna bago kayo pumasok. Okay, go. Okay. Thank you.
Before you get to immigration, you're gonna have to fill out this form. So it's just your passport details and your travel information as well.
I do have this. Wait. This is up. Alright.
Alright, so the few things that you do need to secure upon entering Singapore. So, Philippines is listed as a visa-free country upon entering Malaysia. So what you really need is just your return tickets that I had to show and book beforehand, and also my accommodation details. So I showed them my Airbnb booking. I didn't have to print. You don't really have to print it. You just need to take a screenshot, or just need to make everything accessible on your email. So bookmark, and also screenshot, and then save it on one folder. So if the immigration officer requests for it, you can easily provide it. And of course, if you're gonna be flying back to the Philippines again, you're gonna need your Vax Cert PH anyways, or your vaccination certificate from the DOH. You're gonna have to request that online, and you have to do it way ahead of time because it takes time for it to reflect on the system. And yeah, take another screenshot of that as well. You do not require this, but I have also secured my certification of employment. I asked our HR to provide me one, I think on the 30th, and my flight was on the 31st. But yeah, I have my COE, and I also have insurance, or travel insurance, in case something happens to me in Singapore and in Malaysia, because of course you never really know. So for their security checks, it's different when they do it for domestic flights. So for this one, I did not know that you need to remove your shoes. So I would suggest that you wear really good socks. Here I'm just looking for gate 106. NAIA is really long, so I would take advantage of the walk-a-later. But undeniably, our airports are looking sad. So this is a flight bound to Malaysia, and what blew my mind is once you get to the aircraft, it's like you are already in the part of Malaysia. So from then on, you start speaking in English. Looking at their menu, their currency also changed. But since I didn't have any ringgit on me at the moment, I just skipped lunch. From the Philippines to Malaysia, it's going to be a 3 to 4 hour flight. So I talked to my seatmate because it was starting to get boring. She was nice enough to give me Chucky.
Malaysia. Di ba? Parang hindi ko pa siya may embrace kasi nga magsa-Singapore pa ako. Ay, ang kainis.
This is where the headache starts because I didn't book flights directly to Singapore. I had to claim my baggage, and I had to check it in again. And of course, I had to go through immigration again.
So I just claimed my baggage and I need to go to Singapore. Where do I go? Do I exit? Do I need to exit going to Singapore?
Or you want
Where?
to Singapore?
Yes.
Go outside,
Uh-huh.
outside and go level 3.
Okay, so here.
Yes.
Alright. Thank you so much.
And here's the exit to KL International Airport. But I couldn't go there because I have another flight to catch, which is in 2 hours.
Alright, thank you so much.
They advised me to do a self-check-in in Malaysia because the lines were long. But I had troubles with the barcode.
Okay, this one. What in the heavens?
But eventually it worked. Now if you think Manila International Airport is long, KL International Airport is longer. So again, make use of those walk-a-laters. But at least the airports look less sad. It's actually lively. and I was able to buy my first snack of the day, which is M&Ms. I had to use my card again because again I didn't have any ringgits on me. And finally touched down to Changi Airport or Singapore. In case you don't have your SG arrival card, you can fill it up in one of the kiosks by the immigration. For Singapore, you just need your vax cert or vaccination certificate from the DOH and your return tickets, your visit pass or arrival card, plus your accommodation details. So no visas required from the Philippines because I'm only staying short term, and that is it. But this is me claiming my baggage. I don't know why it stopped, but my family is right there waving, if you can see. Alright, so my tips going to Singapore. So here are the things that I recommend that you get in Singapore. Well, first I recommend that you get very comfortable footwear because that's a lot of walking. Oh no, it's raining. They have Easy Link. It's like the beep card here in the Philippines, but basically it's a card that they use for their transportation. So in Singapore, they do not encourage private transportation. So Grab and Gojek, which is similar to Grab, it's very expensive. So EasyLink, how it works is you tap it on every MRT stops or every bus stops, and then you tap it again upon exit. That's how you pay for the fare or the transportation fee. So you can get one for tourists, and this one is for residents because again I have a family there. And yeah, you top it up with your credit card or cash with there's kiosks there where you can pay for cash, and then it's reflected on your account. And of course, what I would do differently is get SIM cards while you're at the airport. So in my case, I didn't get to do that because my family was waiting for me outside the airport. Flights were delayed a little bit, so I didn't want them to wait longer. But yeah, get your SIM cards. This one I got it from 7-Eleven, but not all 7-Eleven has this. So all you have to do is ask. It's $12. And this one is valid for 7 days only because this is specifically for tourists. So $12, that will include 100 gigabytes for the internet, so that is not bad at all, and the reception is good. I think my problem was my phone giving up on me because of the battery, because of course I was filming and I had my data on. But yeah, 100 gigabytes will I think it's more than enough for 7 days. And there's also free calls and text locally, and there's 20 minutes calls internationally, so that's also good as well. So only for $12, but there's going to be an app that you need to download. They have a QR code for this one, but when you buy the SIM card, they have the instructions or the flyer. You're gonna have to take a photo of your passport for security, of course. And I would also suggest that you download these applications. So My SG Bus or Singabus, just so you can monitor when the next bus is arriving to the bus stop. So it's really convenient. I actually got jealous about the transportation system in Singapore and back in the Philippines. And then this is my favorite application. It's called Any Wheels. So since in Singapore we had to use public transportation, or we had to commute a lot, it gets tiring walking. So you can rent bikes with Any Wheels. So you just register and then enter your credit card details or your debit card details, and then you can find several bike stops in Singapore, and you just have to scan the QR code in that bike stop, and then it will unlock itself, and then you can use it and then you can park it into another bike stop and then scan it again so that it completes the ride or the fare. Yeah, that was really fun, but it'll make more sense if you watch my upcoming videos, because I did use Any Wheels several times, and it's gonna be uploaded after this one, maybe a week or two from now. But yeah, that is it for my airport hopping experience, and also the documents that you need to secure and the applications you can download. Oh, hang on, this one. You need to secure an adapter, because I didn't know this. I just found out while I was there. So I had to borrow chargers there, or adapters, or power bricks, because I didn't know that their outlets are different. So you have to get yourself one of these. I don't know if you can find this one in the Philippines. Yeah, travel adapter. Is this the same with what they use in Europe? I don't know, but it's what they use in Singapore. And I wasn't able to charge for like 2 days because I couldn't find one. I had to go to a mall to get this. So just to save you the hassle, get yourself one of these. Or if you're gonna be staying in a hotel, I'm pretty sure they have adapters. But yeah, get yourself one of these. It looks like this. It looks like this. What else can I share? I don't think there's anything else that I can share. I would just suggest that you watch my videos so that the other applications will make sense. The transportation system will make sense. The fact that my cousin was with me the whole time that I was in Singapore really helped. But if I was alone, I could imagine just getting lost and not knowing what to do. So I would recommend that you watch the next videos if you're gonna come without a local or without a guide, or if you plan to do DIY. Yeah, thank you so much, and I hope that you find this video informative. I'm sorry that my stories are all over the place. Thank you. Bye bye. Am I recording? Oh